Alright guys, what's up guys? It does realize our Call of Duty video. So today, I got a little topic I wanted to talk about while I just play this little okay, or not play it. Okay. But man, I got a little topic I want to talk about. In like recent days, this is for competitive MLG. For the last couple of days in the MLG competitive scene, a lot of players have been getting hit offline. I mean, a lot of players than before. Like before, you know, like some players, you know, once in a lifetime, once in like probably a month, they get DDoSed and get kicked off Call of Duty. But this year, it's been a lot. Like I'm not really sure like what's really why is this really happening? And I don't know if like why don't we just talk about that bitch? So if you guys didn't know, like other like first of all, it first happened, see right, this is actually what someone wrote on the internet. It's during the FaZe Clan versus Denial Esports. The only match was about full out players. Players from both teams were recently hit off. One map into the series, MLG decided to call it the night and postpone all other matches for the night. Players were being hit every few seconds, and it was just painful to watch as a viewer. So like, if you guys, and and I'm just wondering, why are all these attacks happening now? Now the one thing I had too, if you guys don't know, MLG has it's like, what do you call it, Virtuon or something, whatever you call it. It's like I forgot what you call it, but MLG has basically MLG has like a sort of ish what do you call it? What am I trying to call it? Like a fantasy. Like, you know, like your fantasy, like not like a draft or something, like fantasy league. Like you pick these players, and if they do good enough, like you just like watching players. I know like the word for it, but like 35 people are gonna call me a dumbass for not remembering the word is. But it was just kind of weird. Like, why is this just happening now? And like, sorry, that's one thing too. Like, I think that like the way that MLG started, because MLG has that now, where you can like pick a player. And like you can make some money off if that player does good in a game. So pretend like you had I don't know pretend you had like Formal or something. Not even Formal. I think Formal is kind of pretty damn good with the bow, so he's probably gonna go off. So like pretend you had like a player like Karma. You pretend you had a Karma on your team. You had Karma and Optic was playing ISO and Karma dropped 30. Karma dropped 30 and went like double positive or something crazy or something like that, like something Karma would do. Now that would go in direct correlation with your league, not your league, but your Vulcan. What do you call it, like a Vulcan? I'm not sure. Like it's like your draft-ish. So like that would be correctly going at it. Like if you pick Crimp6, if Crimp6 is good, you get a more like opportunity. I'm not sure how it works in esports, but like you get a bigger opportunity to like, I guess, win money. I guess the big gist about it, since a lot of people, because you can actually win a lot of money just doing that. And like that's kind of like come to my conclusion. Like, is everything going on just because of the Vulcan thing? Like, are they just like, are people just so hungry for money that they're like just trying to DDoS people so they have a bigger opportunity of them winning? That's actually a really true thing. Like, are people DDoSing these pro players just so they can get more money through their website, their thing? Because right here, actually I'll leave this in the description. It's right here. Okay, so yeah, I got time to talk chat. With the rise of the betting/fantasy league site Vulcan, spectators are becoming malicious. Now that the money's involved, players are doing anything to make sure that the players on their fantasy team perform well, even stooping as low as hitting players from the other team. Now, let's see. Now if you guys see like a lot of other like, the reason I'm trying to read this right now, so guys, like if you guys read it, like I'll actually put this on the script so you guys can read up a lot too. But right here. This is their solution. The system is in place for professional League of Legends players. It's the most secure of any pro league, but is slightly imperfect. All league matches performed on LAN at a single venue in California. The problem here is that all players basically live in or extremely close, and that honestly is just a little ridiculous. Like, to become a pro player in League of Legends, you have to live literally 10 minutes away from there just to keep on going to here. And you know, the main reason I think Call of Duty is one of them, because if you guys know, Call of Duty actually uses Skype, and they're the only other team, and then the only, I guess, players to, not even players to use Skype. They're like the only they're like Call of Duty is the only play. It's the only, what the hell? What I phrase this? It's the only I guess game is the only game that uses that website is using Skype. Most other teams use TeamSpeak or Mumble, which is a great idea because if you know a person's Skype, or like even either Skype, if you just know a person's Skype, like pretend I knew Crim6's Skype, I could find Crim6's IP from his Skype, and then therefore I could hit him offline. Which I'm not saying I'm not to, because I love Crim6 as a player, but I'm not the type of person just to hit someone offline. So yeah, like that's like one thing. Like, are these like, I think that's like the main reason. If they would get away from Skype, like even Crim6 said in a tweet that MLG should move away from Skype and move on to a different company. Because if they do, if they move away from Skype and get like TeamSpeaks and shit, then it's going to be hard trying to DDoS people while you can't find their IP because you're not using that program. Oh my god, that guy got turned on. You can't DDoS people if they're not using Skype, because how are you going to find their IPs? Because you can pull IPs from Skype, which is kind of like the main reason something's like always wrong, because you can easily pull someone's IP from Skype, and therefore if you have his IP, you can determine if he's going to play in that game or not. This guy's just melting with his PDW, damn. Damn, this guy's freaking melting his ass off, damn. Alright guys, so yeah. Like, I think, like, I'm going to read you the rest of this article, and I'll put it in the description too. So yeah, right here. Skype is widely known as the easy way to steal an IP address from someone. If you know someone's Skype username or can guess it, you can get their IP address and hit them offline until they change it. Obviously, this makes COD players easy, and getting these COD players, a few players are not. If you guys see right, this is a tweet from Crim6. He's talking to MLG John Leeson. Need to get everyone to stop using Skype. Create a tutorial for your stupidness if it needs to be. I'm not getting back on Skype. And right here, Brian Saints, PSA to all pros getting hit off in the league. Delete your Skype and use TeamSpeak or Mumble. And it continues on. Now, obviously, having all these pro players lose Skype would be a big deal. And it wouldn't necessarily fix the problem completely, as it comes down to. All this is now damage control until the access to the player's Skype's account, which is hard to find the IP address and hit players off, would be still be possible. That is a rental of online players. So yes, I think like that's like what else is your best bet to, like, it's been kind of weird. Let's see what else. So guys, I think like that's probably like the best option, just to delete Skype, because you can basically get people's IPs from anywhere. It's kind of like impossible to hide your IP these days because there's so many opportunities to get your IP. But guys, that's my opinion on this whole MLG DDoS situation. If you guys feel you have a better solution, please leave it in the description. I'll be happy to tell you guys. I'll be happy to see what you guys' suggestions are. But for now, right now, see you guys later. Leave the Explorer. Have a nice day. Peace out, guys.